Hello friends, this is part 3 of my video of the dot to dot, and I need to apologize. The picture's finished, and you can see it's an old-fashioned telephone. I did the original video, and I went to edit it and work with it, and it was corrupted somehow, so I couldn't erase. So here's the picture. What I'm going to do is start a new picture for you. I was talking about my first day in Australia, and I'll tell you, it was hot. Australia's hot. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It was hot. I was there in January. So I'm going to start this picture. I have no idea what it's going to be. If anybody wants to take a guess, it's interesting. Okay, so finally, at the end of the last story, I was in Australia, first morning in a strange house with my friend Sonia, and I could hear the family who graciously let me stay in their house. I could hear them awake, and I didn't come out until a little bit later, because I was nervous. I don't know who I am. So I woke up and said good morning, and I had a cup of coffee and some nice fresh fruit. It was wonderful. And sorry, I'm very focused on getting this right. We sat on this beautiful terrace. There's like 3 terraces on this house. It was just amazing. Looking out at the water. It was just the perfect first morning. And then I commented on how hot it was, and they all laughed. And my friend Sonia said, well, I think I'm going to take you on a little tour. I said, great. Let's go on a tour. So I got dressed, and we headed out. But before we actually headed out, she took me on a tour of the property. They lived on a right beside you'd call it a nature reserve. So the front part, they could see the water, and the back part, there was a road, but then the side, it was all this nature reserve. And we went out. And it was funny, Sonia was walking around in bare feet. It was hot. And the first thing she says, oh, you got to watch for ground spiders. They're poisonous. It's like, you're in bare feet. What are you doing? She's very relaxed. So I put my sandals on, and we went out and saw kookaburras and different wonderful creatures and plants and trees. And did I tell you how hot it was? It was hot, very hot. But it was so enjoyable. It was the best day. It was just, it's indescribable. The air was clean. The animals were making sounds. The birds and everything. It was fantastic. And it was hot. Anybody see what's happening here? What does it look like? I can sort of see something, but we'll have to continue and figure it out. So we went and we hiked around, and we saw some great stuff. And then Sonia said, I want to take you into Sydney on a ferry. So that's what we did. Hopped on a ferry, and away we went. We had to take a bus to the ferry, and we took the ferry across. It was just fantastic. I'm just looking for the next number. This is why I've stopped. I see 45. Where's 46? I can't see 46. Where is 46, sorry. 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. Let me turn the book a little bit. 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. You like my counting? So yes, Sydney Opera House is absolutely gorgeous. We walked around Sydney and saw some great restaurants and had some fresh seafood. Did I mention how hot it was? But we got to go to the Sydney Aquarium, which is just incredible. We also got to go on an old decommissioned Russian submarine, which was fantastic. Very tight. And they hit your head because it's very small. But we got to go on that. And then we got to go on a battleship. They had a battleship, a destroyer in the harbor. We got to tour that. We had a very busy day. We got back after the whole day, and dinner was ready for us, and it was very nice. The hosts were incredible. Cooked me dinner, and I said, you know, I feel kind of tired. I got really quiet. I feel kind of tired, so I went to bed and I slept for about 14 hours. I had to catch up on my jet lag. So that's what I did. Okay. Now I'm starting to see. Looks interesting. I like this one. So, then we woke up, had a couple more days in town, and then I had to leave. I normally was going to stay for a week or two, but because the people were still there, I had to go. So I booked a ticket, train, called the university and said, I had to come early. And they said, okay. So I arrived at the university not knowing anyone, anywhere. And I was put into this room, a little brick room with a desk, a typical university room, by myself. And didn't know anybody, didn't know where to go, didn't know what to do. So I just wandered around, checked out the facilities. I was in this residence with a group of students from Malaysia. They had, excuse me, they were there studying English. So that was kind of interesting. I met some of them. And then I went, and it's funny, I met them. They're studying English, and now I teach English as a second language, as a profession. Met those guys, and I found where to eat. And then I met a guy, and he was part of the resident system. So he wanted to take me around and show me places. So he took me into town, and he showed me, he said, I'm going to get you something to eat. So he took me to a restaurant called Hungry Jack's. And it's actually Burger King, because there is already a Burger King in Australia. So when they went in, the owner of the Burger King said, no, you gotta be Hungry Jack's. So he took me to Hungry Jack's. We bought a small case of beer, and we had a few drinks. And that was my first day at the university. So look at that. It's a sliced pear, an apple, and then another pear. That's pretty cool. I like that picture. And you didn't have to wait for part 2. So yeah, I met this guy, and we're having a few Victoria bitters, looking out, talking, wondering what my life was going to be like in Australia, and it was great. So I will do another video soon with another picture and a continuation of my life in Australia. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. There's the telephone. There's the fruit. And then the next picture's oh my goodness. That will be the next picture, my friends. So, thanks so much. Like the video. Give me some comments. Share. Give me ideas. I wanna do stuff. I wanna make the viewers happy. And I hope you enjoy this, Andrea. Andrea has got me, Squishy Stamper, got me into doing these videos. So, thank you, Andrea. You've been a good friend. And I think I'm gonna do some shout outs because I got some really good supporters that I see every day. So I just want to thank everybody. Have a great day. And we'll see you with the new videos. Check out the jokes of the day and the funny stories. There's a funny story about a drunk wife trying to trick her husband. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment. And see you around. Thanks. Bye.